Welcome Week, a college horror anthology, was released in 2024. This is directed by Blake Douglas, Ethan Gomez Zahnley, Lenny Ibarra, Gory, Cory, McCullough, Jack McDermott and Ryan Ranc. And of course the reason there are so many directors is because there are multiple segments. But I will say this is not what I look for when I want to watch a horror anthology. Everything is, in my opinion, too connected to be a horror anthology, at least with what I look for. I genuinely prefer the anthologies where the stories are really random, really separate. They're all different. They all have a different theme or a different style of horror. This one, in a way, could be smushed together as not an anthology. I think it could work. The same story could be told without being an anthology. So some people may prefer this style of approach for anthologies. For me, not so much. It's about these killings surrounding college freshmen, and the narrative, I guess, works well enough. It's interesting enough. The story is fascinating. I was in the mood for an anthology, and it's not what I had wanted, so that part of it didn't work well for me. But as a film, on its own, the narrative is not too bad. We have some good camera work, we have some good gore, and in general, it's absolutely fine. It's one of those films where there's nothing really wrong with it. The performances are fine, the characters are interesting enough, the pacing of the narrative is fine, and obviously we focus on different characters, and some of the characters are more interesting than others, but I didn't dislike any character. I didn't think any character was badly done. So, in general, Welcome Week is an okay film. But if you're in the mood for a horror anthology where there are a lot of different stories and a lot of variety, it's not going to be that film, so that's worth bearing in mind. If you prefer anthologies, and some people certainly might, where there's a much stronger overarching theme and everything connects more, then it might actually appeal to you more compared with anthologies that are a lot different. So for me, I didn't love it, but the story works well enough. The horror aspect is quite strong. There is a nice amount of gore, and that works very well. It's not the most terrifying film, but I'd be happy to call it a horror film. I say that because there are some horror films with next to no horror in, and that's certainly not the case here. So, in general, if it sounds like the kind of film that would appeal to you, then I'd say give it a go. Welcome Week, a college horror anthology. Didn't fully deliver what I had hoped for, but I can certainly see that it might appeal to some people more than horror anthologies that feel a little bit more random, so I can certainly see there's an audience for it, and the horror aspect was not too bad. So, Welcome Week, a college horror anthology, may not have been exactly what I was hoping for, but I guess it's not a bad film.